with the DPWH and the local government concerned. Now, when we invited OIC Roy Pacanan before, gintudlo yan naman ang DPWH region. Ya, hindi na ya akon, yan na sang region. So, mas namin tani kung nakakagto di siya, no? Kundi, I have to explain. But even the region, when we invited, ara gani during our Quadcom meeting, pero siya, very, the description is very defiant siya. Recalcitrant kinsa iya. Meaning, stubborn. We call him stubborn. Yung OIC pa lang gani, amuna na siya. Now, the secretary of the DPWH is calling on all undersecretaries, regional directors, and district engineers to submit their courtesy resignation. So I think this is high time also that makaabot na nino sa babaw up to the office of the President ang nagakatabo diri sa aton sa syudad sang Iloilo, especially sa attitude sang OIC pala nga, OIC pala amo na nakabertoldo, no? That's the term. Though siya pa iya ang kita pa iya pakagtuon niya to sa iya, diri siya sa aton panimalay. Sa aton panimalay pakagtuon niya to sa iya nga boarding house, no? Kag dito kita may istorya. Supposed to be, he should also give courtesy to the city. Kay diri siya star, diri siya naga-ubra, kag ginaubraya para sa pumuluyo sa siyudad sa Iloilo. Even the governors, the mayors for good governance welcome the President's call for LGU's approval in national funded projects. And also the President of the Mayor's League of Cities, Francis Zamora, Mayor of San Juan, is also supporting this call of the President. So I am appealing to you, if you want, we can, after this privileged speech, if you will allow me to pass a resolution that we will call for the transfer, if not resignation, no? Pero kung pwede, he has to submit to the call of this new secretary, Vince Dizon, who I believe is sincere enough to clean sa mga bad eggs dira sa DPWH, especially nga OIC pa lang siya, ang attitude niya daw sobra pa sa mayor, sobra pa siya. Abot ano ng grade sang district engineer. Kita ya grade 27, kita mo ang mayor ya for highly urbanized city grade 30 to manduan niya pa ang mayor nga dito pa ya di taon makagto sa iya without giving due courtesy nga siya dapat kagto kay diri siya sa aton nga panimalay. So thank you my dear colleagues for listening, no. I hope you get something from sa akon nga ginahambal subong.
Yes, Councilor De La Llana.
Madam Chair, thank you very much. Councilor, the gentleman from Mandurriao, yes, I would like to thank you for delivering that speech, and I commend you for doing that. And if you may allow, after your privileged speech, the copy of your resolution be submitted to the office, the regional office of the Department of Works and Highway, and even to the...
He has not yet moved.
I know, but I'm just telling. Anyway, let us not continue, Madam Chair, let us not continue to mislead to the people. Let us continue to talk about this, may we always continue to talk about these flood control projects. Let us not allow other people to change the narrative Let us not allow to change the issue. This is the issue that we should be talking until such time nga ma-resolve ni, until such time nga mabalaan kung sinogid ni ang alom. We will not rest and we will not stop. Let us not mislead the people. Let us not forget that this is the real issue here. The flood control projects nga naghalit hindi lang sa syudad but sa entire nation as well. So thank you very much, Councilor Doron. I really commend you for doing this.
Yes, Councilor Sarabia, you have the floor.
Would the good gentleman allow me to add to the discussion?
Yeah, please.
I agree with the good gentleman. It is very timely that he mentioned that the president has made pronouncements that he intends to return the practice of national government agencies coordinating with local governments. But this pronouncement or practice is not mere tradition or custom. It's actually mandated by the law. Natingala lang ako, iba na mga entities sa national government. Doon nalipat na nilang ilang mandate. I would like to cite the local government code, which is no less than the national law. Under Chapter 3, Section 25, subsection B, it states, national agencies and offices with project implementation functions shall coordinate with one another and with the local government unit concerned in the discharge of these functions. They shall ensure the participation of local government units both in the planning and implementation of said national projects. Let that sink in. I would like to invite the participation of the lawyers in this august body. Do we still need to apply statutory construction? Or is the clear letter of the law already clear? Mani nga gabukal tugo ko ni sa ini nga issue nga masiling pa si engineer Pakanan kag iba ng mga abogado na sa ilang faction nga siling nila nga labaw ang national government, dapat kita mahid sa national government. The law itself recognizes that the LGU is in equal terms with national government agency. Kag kung may implement sila din na project, sila diri ma-coordinate. Nagabukal man tugo ko kay bangod sa investigation, ganay nakitaan nga may 4 ka projects diri sa syudad. Ga-implement, wala permit. Arap-arapan na tang ginakawatan di, tapos hindi pa sila mabayad taxes, hindi pa sila ma-apply sang permit. Kaklaro na ni. Tapos kung gina-invite mag-investigation in aid of legislation, hindi pa magadto. The clear letter of the law requires national agencies to coordinate with us. Ang actuations ni Pakanan, hindi lang ni mere nga insult. This is clear violation of the law. Ombudsmanable offense. Malfeasance. This is why, Madam Chair, I would like to also manifest that I intend to pass on first reading a fully complete text of an ordinance mandating coordination between national government agencies, offices, government corporations, with the Iloilo City government for the planning and implementation of projects within Iloilo City. Hindi na sila pwede ka-implement sa projects kung wala sang permit, wala sang prior coordination. Let us give full effect to the local government code mapanindugan kita di we need to establish our local autonomy as enshrined and protected by the Constitution. I don't know kung ano yung panidugang sa ato na district engineer kung sa courtroom ini kag ang mga government agencies nga nagtambong, DNR, Region, DPWH, Region 6, they are our resource persons. They are witnesses, kumbaga. Pero kung ini nga ito na district engineer, kung sa legal parlance ini, adverse witness siya, hostile ang iya actuations sa interest ng mapumuluyo sa syudad. Hostile, he is adverse to our interests. And I do not know, Madam Chair, kung it would suffice na mere transfer or call for resignation niya. If you ask me, ombudsmanable offense in view of the local government code and the Constitution of the Philippines and the sovereign power of the Ilonggo people. With that, I agree with the good counselor and thank you for bringing up this privileged speech.
Any comment? Yeah, I agree. No, it's very clear in the local government code, especially in the declaration of policy, section 2C. No? It is likewise the policy of the state to require all national agencies and offices to conduct periodic consultations with appropriate local government units, non-governmental and people's organizations in other concerned sectors of the community before any project or program is implemented in the respective jurisdictions. And reinforced by, as what mentioned by Councilor Sarabia in Section 25, it is very clear, it's crystal clear that national agencies and offices with project implementation functions shall coordinate. So they should be the one to coordinate with us, with one another and with the local government units concerned in the discharge of these functions. So not only to the city, but to the barangay concerned. Manaog na iya sa barangay. So imagine we were surprised when Kap Wangwang yesterday is not even informed or not aware of the proposed footbridge to be constructed from Sunset Boulevard to Carpenter's Bridge, which costs, I think, 94 million, 4 meters wide. That's a footbridge. And further, I was surprised that it has already been awarded. Imagine na award na, ma-proceed na sila without the knowledge of the barangay concerned. Ini ang balay mo ginakayo, kay kayo mo balo, no? That's a simple no common sense wala. Why give you tayong respeto? So is that it? Amo nang gusto tamatabo. So I think it's high time that we must have a good relationship with the national agencies. Ang project ni hindi lang ni para sa syudad mo, para niya sa tanan, no? Ang nagabisita dire, ang benefited, of course, it is the city. Kung hindi ka conforme ang pag-obra, kung may diferensya karon, what will happen? So thank you. Please.
Yes, Councilor Cabaluna.
Madam Chair, just like to manifest also in support of the manifestations of the gentleman, especially on that project sa may Tabukan, Madam Chair, no? Two informations, two important facts were delivered to us during our consultation there. Una, mo nang ginambal ni Councilor Turon nga wala gid konsultasyon sa barangay, so nakibot to si Kapwangwang. Ang ikaduwa nang ginambal gani ni Councilor Turon nga 94 million, Councilor Turon, it's phase 1. Yeah. So after there's another requirement of another 50 million para makompleto. So 140 million for that strip there, no. Ang akon lang siguro panawagan, maybe the good gentleman can include in another resolution na nga mayo kita vigilance sa aton mga barangay bala. Ilabi na sa mga waterways and creeks. Kay base hindi lang ini ang katabo na adra sa Tabukan kay dra go nag-obvious gid kay In fact, ang naglabi pa na dira is a NGO or a private individual nga dira nagakayak sa dira ang area kag nanawagan nga ang iya ginagyan posible malabagan sang amo ni nga i-construct dira ang area. So other than the call for the in relation to Engineer Pakanan, maybe we can request our barangays to be vigilant, no, to take an extra, hindi sila magulat nga i-coordinate sila kung may mga makitaan sila. I'm sure they will know kung vigilant sila na may mga programa kag proyekto. Immediately they should claim their right to be informed and right to be coordinated with. And more importantly, nga maka-release man sila sa nila acceptance. Importante ang acceptance ng project. So that acceptance, hindi lang na malin sa barangay official, ang community, sila mismo ma-manifest ang ila acceptance sa muna nga programa kay ila barangay ang maapektuhan. And possibly, mga infrastructure projects could lead to other problems like flooding and all that. So, amo lang na suggestion ko. Other than that, basin makatanawagan man kita nga magbantay pag ang aton mga barangays. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Councilor Mabilog and then Councilor Ganson.
Well, Madam Chair, I just want to say that I stand firm with all my fellow councilors here nga dapat good man may coordination before kay kagapon sa amon nga pag-upod sa DPWH Region 6. Nakita naton nga ang ilang ang contract sang project may ara na notice to proceed. Ang notice to proceed nila was dated 2024. Then ang ilang deadline or dapat matapos na ang project by 2025. Pero subong we are standing already September 2025, wala pa nasugudan ang project, and ang ginhatag na rason is because nga wala pa sila sang permits. So I think dapat before na may notice to proceed mag-ubra projects bala, dapat kompleto na tani ang mga permits, ang mga kinahanglan, and also gina-award ang kontrata nga wala sang coordination again sa barangay. Kay kagapo nagstoryaman kami kay Kapwangwang, naghambal siya nga may ara na daya tani may ara tani ang barangay lain na proposal nga ang iya nga informal settlers ngitaan nila relocation kag tani maagda yang proposal nila sa likod ang esplanade hindi diri sa tubang sa Riverside. But nagambal man ang DPWH nga ang kwarta ko wala pa na tandog, and kung if ever nga hindi mapasugkan, it would be terminated. So amo na siya, Madam Chair.
Okay. Councilor Ganson? You're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just want to add, I really agree with both Councilor Duron in coming up with asking for the coordination of the DP and the local government with national projects, and also the stand for a possible ordinance of our Attorney Rex Sarabia. Just want to make sure also that it's not only the waterways that the intervention of the city, but I see some projects here in the city. I believe it's under the DPWH national. Makita nato ni nasubong sa may Timawa from Doctors going down to that road going to Molo na ginaagyan kina. Agsada, Madam Chair, wala sila safety measures. Sige lang bukbok sang dalan, gagsik ang mga bato, ngayon nakikita, and it causes traffic also. Kung pamaputon ko na ang mga auxiliary mo nung wala ka mo ka-coordinate sa city, I want to also to make it clear kung may harap kita road closure dira, kaya wala man naging close ang road. So I believe wala nag-agi diri sa council ang road closure. And still, ginaubra na nila ang alagyan. It causes traffic, danger, and hazard ginatama. Wala sila sang safety measures with warning device na magagsikan ka muna sa bato. They don't care. They just stop everyone who passes from time to time. Ginapaagi nila, pero it really causes traffic. Ang worst dira, sige bukbok sang heavy machines nila, ang mga traktora nila, bukbok, sige lang agsik. And damo na salakyan na hindi dapat mag-park, and I agree. pero ginagsikan, ti kaluluoy lang na. Pero kung labay kita, sige man bukbok nila. Wala man may kapauntat, and then not even our barangay, we don't see the barangay tanod, or we don't even see the intervention sa ato ng mga traffic aid because hindi ko no sa ilay na. Kaging punduhan ko na one time, Madam Chair, iba mangkot ko may sino sila under DPWH. So, kasubo, it's not only the waterways ang ginaubra nila, nasigi sila ubra sa mga projects, which is nami matani kay gabulig sila kay ang budget nila ari sa aton, pero coordination lang. And I stand with the council if they pass for this. I really commend the proponent. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Councilor Yang, you are recognized.
Madam Chair, good morning. Actually, when I assumed the chairmanship of the Infrastructure and Engineering last 2020-22, everybody assumed once the project is a national government, they don't need to get a permit from the local government unit. But during my term, I studied or researched if they are really required to get a permit from LGU. So based on city legal office, they are required to get a permit from us. But they are not required to pay permit fee. So the problem is when I ask the OBO and the city engineer, we cannot stop them to construct the building. Except we cannot issue permit, no? So that is only a solution. That's why every time we have a committee hearing with the multi-purpose building, the problem is every time when I ask them, how's the project of the multi-purpose, they will say it's almost done. So what we can do as a local government unit. So I asked the OBO, said we have no solution for that except for not issuing occupational permit. So now I'm studying as a chairman of the committee what we should do as a local government unit. So we have a lot of pending hearing there. So everything they have already finished. So if I ask them, how about the payment of your construction? They already paid, except for the 10% of retention fee. So we have a pending case in the landed multi-purpose building. When I conduct a hearing last 2 weeks ago, I asked them, is the property owned by the government? And they said, presented deed of donation from Beckerward. When I checked the land title, it is owned by former Congressman Raul Gonzalez. So how could an entity issue a deed of donation when the transfer of ownership was not yet done? So I stopped them. I said, you have to comply first. The council cannot approve, authorize our mayor to sign that consent to construct that building unless and until the donation is completed. So that is our problem of our LGU. I hope we can do that. We can have a resolution or solution. What we can do, we'll ask our legal lawyers here in the council. So, concrete solution. So as of now, wala naton, hindi naton kaya. Kaya because according sa OBO naton, we cannot stop the project of our national government. They can construct, but all we have to do, we can issue occupational permit. So, luluoy ang barangay naton. Kadamo sa project na hindi nila makuha kay tungod wa isang building permit, wa isang occupational permit. So that's the problem. So ang kaluluoy ang barangay naton, ang pumuluyo. No, kadamo project subong under investigation subong sa atong nga committee pa sa Barangay Katilingban, Barangay Concepcion, Barangay sa Bilya, sa Dulunan, Sukadamo. Meron pa pa sports complex sa Lapos. So, it started 2022. May groundbreaking na. So, hasta subong ground na lang, way pa ma-break. No? So, munang, ang masubo agad, no? So, pinapamangkot naton ang DPWH. How come ang project nyo di mga tapos-tapos? Kaya may ara sila ginatawag nga phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. I think sa mo nga sistema, nakita ko, may gray area. Base ang ginahimo na nila para hindi sila ma-audit. Kaya because ang budget, gamay-gamay. Kung sinong kaluluoy, barangay naman nato. Kaya I always tell the DPWH, the contractor, don't blame the city government because we are helping the city government, especially my committee. If you pass that project to my committee, immediately, I call a committee hearing for that so that we will fast track the project. But question, tapos na gali ang building. Nabayaran na 10% na lang ang retention. So hopefully for my colleagues, maybe next week we can have a solution. We'll present it to the August body. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
What's now the pleasure of Councilor Duron?
Yeah, corollary to that privilege speech may be allowed to pass a resolution calling or requesting the Honorable Secretary Vincio Dizon, requesting him to transfer, reassign, or require Engineer Roy Pacanan to submit his courtesy resignation pursuant to his order from the public DPWH concerned employees, no, like the district engineer, the regional director, and of course engineer, OIC engineer. I said OIC, kaya he was only designated. He is not the regular district engineer of the Iloilo City District Engineering Office. So anytime he can be transferred, and we respectfully it be acted upon by Secretary Dizon, and we will also furnish copies to the regional office, Joel Limpingo, Regional Director, to Engineer Roy Pacanan, to the Honorable President, to His Excellency Ferdinand Marcos, Office of the President, and we will also furnish the Senate through Honorable Rodante Marcolita, Chairman, Committee on Accountability of Public Officers and Investigations, and members of the local media for their information and guidance. So move.
It has been moved and last. Councilor Mabilog. Manifestation.
Madam Chair, may clarification lang ako kay nakita ko bala diri sa whereas sa aton resolution nga ang aton Secretary Vicencio Dizon already ordered and courtesy resignation. So if ever the resolution is still necessary, kay we are requesting for transfer and reassignment. Yeah, just a clarification.
Yes, that is the order. That is why he has to submit. He has to submit the order. He has to comply with the order. If he will not comply, then they will bring it even to the office of the president.
Okay.
Our no less than the secretary.
Okay.
Because as of now, ginapa-submit sila, provide pa sila kabalo kung anong sentimento sa siyudad sa Iloilo about our OIC district engineer.
Madam Chair, I would just like to ask the proponent if kung mayroon kita idea if ang aton ding mga the persons that we are asking, the DPWH that we have mentioned, nakasubmit na sila or wala. Because I think it would be moot and academic if ever nga may ara na.
No, that will strengthen our position.
Okay.
That we need him to replace. Kung wala pa siya kasubmit with that letter, then he has to submit.
But I think the question of Councilor Shin was if ever nakasubmit na siya, so maging both and academic.
Not necessarily, because it has not yet been acted upon. Doesn't matter. It is up now for the secretary.
Madam Chair, it does matter because ang request nato is for transfer, reassignment, and resignation. Di kung naka-resign na siya, what is this resolution for? That's just a clarification. This is not an objection, Madam Chair.
Well, wala pa gani. That is why you want to know, then you ask pa kanan. Wala kasubmit na siya.
Yes, so Madam Chair, that was just a clarification. If the gentleman doesn't know, so
That's why if you
it's
want to
okay.
help us, you ask pa kanan to submit his resignation. You help us. Kung mo submit ka na lang, kaya kita pa, resign ka na. Are you with us or not? Are you with us?
Madam Chair,
Are you with us or not?
are you with, I would like to clarify if the gentleman is asking, are you with us with what?
With this resolution.
Madam Chair, again, this is just a clarification. I am one with this council in standing that all flood should be investigated. Questions, hindi na siya siguro malain, and it's not in any way or in any form to give insult to my colleagues here. It's just a question.
No, we have been given all the time. Last time you also asked to, you will also given the time to what? To comment. Now again, you will ask irrelevant questions. My goodness.
Madam Chair, just stand on my...
Next time you study, you
Recess.
study when you ask questions. When you ask,
Hindi ko gusto
when you
maging
ask-
sultuan na ito din sa session hall.
That is not an insult. That's manifestation. Manifestation referring to the same resolution.
Exactly.
What for?
Hindi pwede, nga hindi ito pwede ka pamangkot. Okay lang mamangkot.
Well, she was given to ask questions.
Exactly.
Chair, if
All the opportunity ginhatag sa iya. And that is what is happening all the
This
time.
is the opportunity that is given to me. Because I'm also a counselor and it was just a question. If necessary pa siya, kung di na ako naka-resign na siya,
That is presumptive.
if wala pa siya naka-resign,
Sige. Anyway, nag-recess naman kita. Anyway, it's open, no? Mangkutuan mo siya Why ask me? Sino makasabat ng mabangkot mo na?
because,
Sino makasabat ng mabangkot mo na?
Pwede ko lang ka-clarify. If you don't know the answer, you just tell me that you don't know the answer. It's not always said. It is my right.
Recess.
Because
Just wasting our time.
okay. They're asking questions also. So nga, ay hindi na pwede ako. You also have your problem. Hindi ka gusto ko dapat sa pamangkot.
Malaki na. Kung bitagaan ng opportunity, or to make student, don't forget to give student.
Anyway,
Madam Chair,
ang
Madam Chair.
ating list, Sergeant at Arms, palihog ko. Kuhan sa ila, storya.
Actually, Madam Chair, ang imo na responsibilidad
Exactly. That is why nag-recess ako.
Naaw ka
Kapila
dito.
ako maghambal diri.
At masuggest ko, Madam Chair, na ako kadiri and to settle this, not the, hindi man niya kinanlan sang Sergeant at Arms. You should come here, wala ka Sergeant at Arms.
Hindi nga hambalan niyo ko. Ay nag-recess na ako gani.
I mean, hamba ko, Madam Chair.
Naghambal ako kapila nga beses. Nga pwede ka question, nga hindi pwede ka question di.
Wala ko nagambal, Madam Chair, na hindi pwede. Simple, kung pwede, manaog ka di ka to.
Kalma, ginapakalmahan ko.
Responsibilidad mo na, Vice Mayor.
That is why, Councilor De La Liana,
Yes.
Madam Chair, I'm sorry, no?
that is why ginapakalmuta ka mo.
So,
Yes, exactly. Wala man ko nang bal, wala sige pambal. Naghambal lang ako nga pwede taka-question diri. Exactly. That is why Councilor Nene, kakilala na ko kay Councilor Duron, naupod ko siya. Di ko normal yan na, muna ginapakalma ko siya, anay, before ako magpanaog. Eh, bago ka pa lang diri.
now, dahil ipatawag mo na, ipatawag mo na ang ano ipatawag mo na ang target at taxi.
We are on recess, Madam Chair. Ang ginambal ni Councilor Duron, ang hinambal mo na pwede si Shin mag-question, ang ginalaw na ito nag-question siya, wala mo na problema, naka-ask ng question.
That is why
Councilor Duron
the
nagambal
recess
na ang question, mga question mo si Councilor Duron, kaya siya gani, wala kabalo. So hindi mo na kaya question nun, kaya wala siya kabalo. That's sorry,
Madam Chair, that's exactly the question. If wala nakabalo, then okay, wala nakabalo. Pero but I'm not objecting that.
Again, we are on recess.
we are at recess, Madam
Tama
Chair.
na di. Ginapakalmahan ko lang kagina pa. Galing ka sige-sige ka mo. Muna gapakalma ko sa inyo. Kay recess na ta.
Why, Madam Chair, if I may.
We are in recess, Councilor Alan. I will no longer acknowledge.
Thank you. Since that
Patauhan.
we are on recess,
Pwede? No more. Tama na. Tama na, Councilor Shin. Tawayin na.
what I mean is we can deliberate this within ourselves without using the microphone.
Exactly. Wala ka nang bal nga mo na gusto ko. Nagambalang ko ya nga pasugdan ko di tanan nga question. Kinaga-question makamugani. I have the gavel. It is my discretion also. Na ako may harap ka ni question sa iba nung upod sa pasugot man ko. Wala man na kaso Nag-clarify man lang siya. Exactly. Naman ko na katapos na yun. Nga, keto luya.
Napakakiyaan na siya, pero kung gusto mo maging pangasihan na siya, di ba? Kung ano na namin, ito natin.
Ano na to?
Ito natin ko.
Sorry sa session na.
Hello.
Mike? Okay. Okay. Move to resume session, Madam Chair.
Session resumed.
Well, Madam Chair, I would just like to manifest that my clarificatory question was not, the gentleman didn't know the answer, then that's okay.
Let's now proceed. What's now the pending? Yes, what's now the pending motion?
Well, there is a pending motion to pass a resolution And I already mentioned the reasons for such a resolution. No? For the resignation, for the transfer of OIC Roy Pakanan, kay hindi na siya maayo para sa syudad sa Iloilo. Oh, that's all.
Any seconds? It has been moved and seconded. Hearing no objections, motion is carried.
Thank you.
Right, that's settled. We may now proceed to the items for first reading and reference of business. For item F01 to item F07, may I request the Councilor Secretary Cabaluna.
Councilor Cabaluna, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you to our Majority Floor Leader. For item F01, Madam Chair, this ordinance was introduced in the previous council. This is in relation and in preparation for the opening of the Iloilo Terminal Market, projected the latter part of this year, maybe around October. So the proposal came from our Traffic and Transportation Management Office, as well as the establishment concerned. So the proposal is to establish a two-way traffic flow at Huangco Street along Iloilo Central Market and Mabini de Leon, Fuentes, and Rizal Streets around the Iloilo Terminal Market. We conducted a committee hearing during the last council, but we had some questions regarding basis and data regarding this. No? So I think the TTMO and the executive office is ready to present the basis for that. So I'm requesting for authority again from this current council to be able to discuss this matter under our committee. Thus, I'm passing it again for first reading under the council. So this was passed already in the previous council. Galing na lang pasan na sang panahon. No? So, Madam Chair, so I move for the passage. I move for this. I move for the passage of this proposed ordinance for two-way traffic flow for Huangco Street along Iloilo Central Market and Mabini de Leon, Fuentes, and Rizal Street surrounding Iloilo Terminal Market, identifying loading and unloading areas, designating proper waiting areas for slow-moving vehicles and PUVs, amending Section 4, Items 3, 4, 10, 12, and 17 of Regulation Ordinance Number 2023-259, and providing penalties thereof and for other purpose. For first reading, Madam Chair. So move.
It has been moved and seconded. Hearing no objections, motion is carried.
Hindi kayo pero gusto lang nila yung itakol. Wala ko talaga pasalan ng titulang. May I proceed, Madam Chair? Sorry. So for item number F02, this is a proposed ordinance granting referral please, majority floor. May ako na lang. Hindi pwede, out of order.
Sige lang.
Transportation lang. First reading.
First reading.
Would like to refer this item to the Committee on Transportation for proper study report and recommendation.
It has been moved and seconded. Hearing no objections, motion is carried. May number 2 pa.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So for item F02, Madam Chair, this is a proposed ordinance granting franchises, certificate of public convenience to 3 owner-operators of specific units of motorized tricycle for hire. They have completed the requirements, documentary, inspection, and attendance to the required orientation seminar for their drivers, Madam Chair. So the final requirement before their ordinances for franchise is approved is their personal appearance or through their representative here in the City Council so that they may take an oath as to their obligations as franchisee. So Madam Chair, I believe all 3 applicants are here. Na ayoko mo magkanto. Madam Chair, may move for suspension of the House rules so that we can allow them to enter the hall and allow them also to take their oath, Madam Chair.
It has been moved and seconded. Hearing no objections, rules are suspended.
So RM tatlo, Madam Chair, may I also be allowed to undertake their oath, Madam Chair, for them. Nagbayawang na to natin yung kamot. sa Tubangan City Council, pakiambal sa inyong mga ngalan. Ako si Residente Sang, kasado or single, Pilipino, legal nga pagidaron. Sumpa kamo nga kamo ang nagsumite sa mga documents nga inyo man gin-fill up kag saktong gin pangsulat nyo dito. Nga compliant kamo sa documentary requirements para sa aplikante sa prangkisa sa tricycle. Tapos nag-attend man kamo sa seminar ang tricycle, gin-inspection man kag compliant ini sa roadworthiness requirements sa aton nga ordinansa. Sumpa nyo nga gagakilan may mga nagakaigo nga insurance na proteksyon sa inyo pasero kung sa inyo man. Ginasumpa nyo sini nga bukal sa inyo kabubuton, wala ka mo ginpilit, kaintindi ka mo sa inyo